Adventure is back. Golden Age. Grab your whip and get ready to punch Nazis in the most iconic 30s. Unveil ancient mysteries and break evil curses to save the world from supernatural threats. Jolly Roger. Hoist the black flag and set sail to the Caribbean to become a true pirate. Conquer your freedom one cannon blast at a time and face your rivals in epic duels. Voyage extraordinaire. Set off on a journey as in the timeless novels by Jules Verne. Travel to distant lands. Meet the last dinosaurs. Or take a stroll on the moon. The sky is not the limit. Outgunned. Adventure awaits. Adventure is back. Golden Age. Grab your whip and get ready to punch Nazis in the most iconic 30s. Unveil ancient mysteries and break evil curses to save the world from supernatural threats. Jolly Roger. Hoist the black flag and set sail to the Caribbean to become a true pirate. Conquer your freedom one cannon blast at a time and face your rivals in epic duels. Voyage extraordinaire. Set off on a journey as in the timeless novels by Jules Verne. Travel to distant lands. Meet the last dinosaurs. Or take a stroll on the moon. The sky is not the limit. Outgunned. Adventure awaits.
Okay. Hello everyone. We should be here. We have some problem as usual, but I think yes, we are here finally. So thanks for waiting. We finally managed to stop YouTube from translating the chat, which was not
Zach
easy.
is already asking if we managed to. Yes. That's why we got a few minutes late. We managed to finally stop YouTube from automatically translating all just Rico's chat in Italian, which was very confusing.
Yes, I had to lie on several instances, telling YouTube that I live in the United States, that we are streaming from the United States, that we speak English. Even though
we are pretending to be American.
Yes. So if they ask,
Yes.
we are streaming from Washington, D.C. right now. And finally, YouTube decided to stop translating the chat because it was a little bit jarring for me to see you all translated in a not so perfect Italian. But then again, it's retribution for you having to hear our accent. As you can see, we are here with Daniela today. Hi, Daniela.
Hey.
So Daniela, as always, she comes out of her layer just for the launch live stream.
Yes.
So it's always good to have her on board as well. I see that there is already a lot of people. There's 200 persons on Backerkit, almost 100 of you on YouTube. So thank you as always for being here with us and for helping us going through these last 47 minutes before the campaign launch. Yes. So
Yeah, we are not nervous at all.
no, it's always
Yeah.
like the first time when you're launching a campaign.
Yes.
People are like, You will always say, I bet that you are, accustomed to launch crowdfunding. We have been doing this since 2019, so it's been a couple of years now. But it's always like the first time. You never know how crowdfunding campaigns are going to go. You're always unprepared one way or the other, and you always try to wing it, as things happens. But we still have 45 minutes before lunch, so we'll take the time to go through everything that you will find inside these books. We'll talk about the pledge levels, and we'll start spoiling some of the stretch goals. So,
Thank you.
So Broken Compass Legacy. Why Broken Compass Legacy? In case you don't know anything about us, about Outgunned Adventure or Broken Compass. So Broken Compass was our first game, the first game that we made on crowdfunding back in 2020, late 19, I don't remember. It was during the pandemic. We just, me and Simone, we lost our job due to the pandemic. I just moved to Rome, where I am currently right now. I mean, I am in Washington DC for YouTube, but I just moved to Rome.
Is there like a Rome in the United States? I don't know where.
Probably several.
Rome, Las Vegas, I guess.
Yes, like Paris, Texas, things like that. So we were without a job. We didn't know what to do. We had a bit of experience with a very small crowdfunding campaign. We had a love for cinema. It was our previous job, and for role-playing game. So we tried to do this game that was called Broken Compass. And long story short, at a certain point, we lost the right to Broken Compass when we went working for Simon. We went out of Simon. We managed to reacquire the rights to Broken Compass. Meanwhile, we have done this little game that was called Outgunned Adventure, which was basically Broken Compass second edition for us. And now that we have finally acquired the rights to Broken Compass, we have decided to bring back the family, to reunite the family, and so we are revamping, rewriting, redoing the art, redoing basically everything, but keeping the hearts of these three supplements from Broken Compass and translating them to Outgunned Adventure. So this is arguably our most important campaign yet. It's probably not going to be our greatest, most funded campaign of all time, which is currently Twilight Sword, but for us at least, I believe it's our...
It's where it has started, and now we are here again.
Full circle.
It's a full circle, yeah.
So really, really, really proud and happy that we got a chance to do this. And what's Outgunned Adventure? For you that don't know, Outgunned Adventure is a role-playing game, part of the Outgunned family. It's basically, we tried to translate 1999, The Mummy and Indiana Jones into a game, and that's what hopefully we managed to do. It's an extremely cinematic game when you play as a bunch of adventurers looking for a treasure to save it from a rival who will probably use it for, evil plans and all sort of stuff. Hi Vampire Bites, glad that you can join us. You play using 6-sided dice and looking for matches. So you are not looking for high numbers or low numbers, but you're looking for matches, 2 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind. And the bigger the match, the more, daring and cool and cinematic your action will be. And speaking about this 3 supplement for Outgunned Adventure, as said during the past live stream, you do need the Outgunned Adventure core book to play these three, but you don't need any of the three to play the others, so they are three separate supplements. Each of them is approximately 200 pages. 100 pages is new options, new rules, and we'll see what new rules you find inside. And the other 100 pages are a playable, full-length cinematic campaign featuring everything that you need. You know, your enigmas, riddles, maps, enemies, rivals, everything you need to play. So yeah, that's if you're familiar with Outgunned, that's basically the same structure as World of Killers.
Yes.
So rules plus campaign. Keeping an eye at the clock because we started a little bit later, and
40 minutes, 41
yes,
minutes.
we'll try to fit everything. So before we talk a little bit about what you will find inside the book, I wanted to ask Daniela. I want to take advantage that Daniela is here with us today to ask how was it to go back to these books, because this is the first time that you are doing basically a second edition, so you are doing new art, like this one, for example, which is a completely new piece, but you are also doing reworked of previously existing arts, like for example the covers of the books. So how was it?
Well, it was the weirdest thing is to see how my heart has changed. I really didn't try to change it that much from Broken Compass to Outgunned, but now they are basically two different styles. So redo all the art of Broken Compass isn't that easy right now. But also I think the Outgunned style is the one that in some manner is the one that represent me the most, because I think that Outgunned is the our product where I've done the most number of art. I think, not sure, because also that's a really heavy amount.
But basically you have done everything in
Yeah,
In
there
Outgunned.
are a lot of books
there are
about
also
Outgunned,
other-
and
yes.
you've done basically
So, yeah.
every single art piece. So yes.
And well, I think that the greatest part was finally drawing Astika how she should have been. I don't know how to say it, but the first time I've drawn Astika, I didn't know who she was. I hadn't played a campaign yet, and later the campaign of Golden Age became our longest campaign, the one that where we go back, take the characters and use it for other campaigns. So it's the one where we are that we love the most. And
trying to look at trying to put the art that Daniela is talking about in the chat. Here she's the Nagini Queen Astika.
it was really great to have the possibility to do drawing her in the in a nicest way. I don't know how to say it, I'm sorry.
Because when when Daniela started drawing Broken Compass, Daniela basically didn't know anything about the genre. We always say that Daniela actually watched The Mummy and really appreciated all the Indiana Jones movies after working with us at Broken Compass. So then of course she became an Outgunned Adventure player. We played through all the season, so of course redoing that art, knowing where it came from and having played with this character or against this character in Astika's chance might be different, you know.
Yeah.
You know the matter better. There is an art book of Daniela's art for Household. There's not an art book for Outgunned yet, but we have done this year. I believe it's just out.
Yeah, we have.
I don't have it right now, but we have.
Bunch of them, but in another
Yes.
room. Right now.
But there is an art of Household, which is basically as close as possible to a Daniela's art book. But maybe we'll do one for Outgunned as well in the future. So, what can we say, Simone, about these 3 supplements?
Well, as we said, there are 3 very different settings, for instance, which is a main part. We got Golden Age, set in the 30s, against the 2 World War. It's a very supernatural oriented setting and cinematic campaign against these mysterious threats of the Naga, as you can see. Incredible picture. And speaking of the book itself, it will contain a lot of added extra content for an Outgunned Adventure player. And we also will use Golden Age to bring back a couple of the most beloved mechanics directly from Broken Compass. Then we have the cinematic role, a way to handle the most funny fight you find in your regular pulp adventure, movies with a fisticuff, I don't know how it's called, a fist fight, when no one basically he's at real risk of dying or hurting himself, but it's just, tables flying and chairs broken on someone's back, things like that. And also the positive condition. It was a peculiar mechanic of Broken Compass, the chance to earn some condition that, unlike the existing condition of Outgunned, didn't give you a malus over time, but a bonus over time that could get cancelled only by a negative condition. So it's interesting, and we love to be able to bring back this particular feeling from Broken Compass.
And yes, that was one of I believe the only thing that when we translated Broken Compass to Outgunned Adventure that some people were missing. Generally speaking, I think everyone agrees that Outgunned Adventure was way better than Broken Compass. We had more years of refinement, but one thing that people were like first-time players were sad about is the lack of this positive condition, so we decided to bring them back for Golden Age. But in Golden Age especially, you will find this campaign called the Serpent Throne, which is a campaign based in set in India, where you will fight against the Naga Queen Astika, and it's arguably the best campaign that we have ever written and that we have ever played. We have played it like 1,000 times already, and I think that you will love it. The characters, the enigmas, the art, and the story itself.
The plot, yeah.
Yes, it's a classic, a la Mummy. It's a classic.
At the time, I remember that you were trying to redo the feeling of the Mummy in a campaign.
Yes.
And I think it has worked. So.
It was very, like, we always talk about the Mummy. Of course, Indiana Jones is the easiest, example of a pulp adventure hero in movie history, but Indiana Jones relies on a single main protagonist, while the Mummy has it's the best example of a party of adventurers. So that's why we are so deeply in love with that movie.
And it's really one of the beacon of all our game designing, the Mummy.
Yes.
Because it's really one of the best example of action/adventure movies where you have a real party of different characters, all heroes with different skills and abilities, and every single one is used throughout the entire movie, and the final scene of the Mummy is perfect example. You have people fighting the bad guys, people fighting the minions, people translating books, tossing it around on the room. Every single character gets to shine in their own way.
I believe that
So, yes,
the greatest, especially the first Mummy, the greatest achievement of that movie is that every hero, every adventurer, every protagonist of this movie has their moment to shine and has their moment to really showcase their abilities and to have a meaningful impact, which arguably Indiana Jones never had in any of his movies, but a real impact on the story. So it's not like at the end they all have to fight, for example, which happens in a lot of movies, that at the end even the librarian has to fight, to show that she's cool enough to be in the movie. But no, really, every skill in the end gets its payoff, and they literally defeat, spoiler alert, the final enemy by translating an inscription, which is a weird
Extremely.
way.
Yeah.
Yes. But yeah, play, if you want to try Outgunned, play the Serpent Throne and let us know how it goes, because we're sure that you'll love it. Moving on to Voyage Extraordinaire, which is the weirdest.
It's my favorite.
It's kind of guilty pleasure of us doing Voyage Extraordinaire. Even back in the days when we do it, we knew that it was probably a waste of money and time, that people were not so interested. It came out together with Jolly Roger, and everyone was, on board with Jolly Roger.
Pirates.
And then they saw Voyage Extraordinaire, and they were like, yeah,
I'll take it anyway. But
yeah, but I don't know how to pronounce it. But it's what's this? It's basically adventure set in the early 19th century, inspired, very freely inspired by the work of Jules Verne, and so it got weird science, steampunk stuff, dinosaurs, crazy, extraordinary creatures.
I mean, we managed to study a lot of the major novel and also the smaller novels by Jules Verne, and it's full of really, really crazy stuff. All the vehicles are here, all the weapons and items and creatures and weird stuff is in here, and so it becomes our focus in this particular expansion, giving the adventurers the possibility to become inventors and scientists and create extraordinary things.
Yes, all three books will be approximately 200 pages.
Yes.
I think a little bit more, possibly a little bit it depends. There were 200 pages. The outcome layout is slightly different, so we'll see, and we'll see with the stretch goals, of course. In terms of content, what you will find in Voyage Extraordinaire, you will find rules for what we call the expedition, which is an extended camp scene. So it's a big camp. Basically, if you're familiar with Golden Age, with Outgunned Adventure, you have this camp kind of downtime scene where you are making camp and you can talk with your friends and remove condition and build stuff. You have the expedition mechanic, which is a bit bigger. You have a chance to even change your adventurer, because in Voyage Extraordinaire there is this mechanic that you can have more than one adventurer and swap character across the campaign, because maybe you need the demolition expert, maybe right now you need the translator or the professor of the group, and you have this opportunity. Of course, there's rule to build vehicles, build some inventions, and to use them and to destroy them, because inventions are unreliable, to say the least. And then what do we have? We have extraordinary creatures, of course. So dinosaurs, giant steampunk robot, all that stuff, creatures that basically you have to escape from. It's not like you can actually face them. It's more like you have to find ways to go around them
or-
until the end. At the end, you have a chance. Even you have a chance to befriend them,
Of course.
because who doesn't like
As you
dinosaurs?
can do
Yeah.
in the
Yes.
magnificent last shot of the cinematic campaign you will find there, which is my favorite part. To answer some of the question, will there be a giant cannon to shoot you to the moon? Yes.
The Columbia.
Yes. It's extra the no, how is it called?
Columbia.
I don't remember. The Columbia. It's an extraordinary vehicle you can find in the book, of course.
It's a flying
The money
vehicle,
bag.
but it can only it's a one-way trip.
It's a one-way ticket, of
Yes.
course.
And it's actually there is a it's actually in the book, and it's a giant cannon that will shoot to you wherever you want to go. There is the Albatross, there is the Nautilus in the book, there is
The
the
Terror,
Victoria.
Epouvant,
The
the
Terror.
fastest
The
car in
Victoria,
the world
the
that
Terror.
turns into a submarine. I already-
Epavon. And
Like,
And then
there's also a giant locomotive elephant, which
Yes.
apparently
Steel
is
elephant,
something.
steel elephant, I don't remember. The English
Yes.
name, sorry guys.
But it's crazy, and the campaign that you will find, and also, sorry, Voyage Extraordinaire features my favorite for some reason mechanic, which is the money bag. I've talked about in the previous live. The money bag is an item that, as long as you have the money bag, you can pay for everything, and monies are never a problem for you. But of course, it can be lost and it can be stolen, which is very, journey around the world in 80 days.
Yes.
18 days. I don't know the title in English. Sorry. But the money bag is you take the worst character in the group, make them filthy rich, give them the money bag, and see them mistreat all their friends, which is my favorite part. Yeah, pretty much it. And also, of course, you will find a pre-made campaign ready to play that is called Island in the Sky, which is the weirdest campaign we have ever written. And we have written an adventure called Pride and Prejudice and Centipedes for Household. So
It's not even close.
it was really neat. It was a really simple adventure.
Oh, it's
yes, it's how do you describe it? It's the cool thing about Island in the Sky is that it starts very realistic. It starts and
Yes, at the beginning, we can say that the focus of the campaign, basically, you are asked to retrieve and save an expedition who is missing and is lost during a mysterious travel in the sea, and then you depart to search for that, and then things start getting weirder and weirder and weirder.
it's to give you an idea. It starts completely realistic. It ends the most crazy thing you can imagine. Right in the middle, which I believe it tells a lot. Like we are not overly crazy. Right in the middle, you have, where is it? Voyage. This giant. It's a manticore, basically. It's a winged lion with a scorpion tail, but it's steampunk powered and giant, of course. This is 50% crazy in the world of Voyage Extraordinaire. So go figure. It's like my favorite creature, my favorite painting, probably. So I think we have said everything about. Sorry guys, there is a lot of stuff going on in the desktop right now, but I think that's everything for Voyage Extraordinaire. Am I missing something? No, I don't think so.
I agree. The last thing you want to do is find out what happened to an expedition. I know.
you will see. You'll be surprised things that can happen on a flying island. And then of course we had everyone's favorite Jolly Roger. Who doesn't like pirates? I love pirates. Everyone loves pirates because pirates are cool. And Jolly Roger is the easiest to explain probably because it will have crew. We call them crew actions. So action that you need to maneuver your ship, to make chases on your ship, to battles between ships. And then there is rules for cinematic duels. If you are familiar with an action flick called Cloak and Dagger, you will find that kind of duel but expanded with new feats, new enemy option, and new mechanics. It's a bit bigger, meatier. Also, you will find rules for gambling, which is always cool. There is a lot of things about getting drunk. And of course, sea shanties, because sea shanties have their own dedicated mechanics that will require you to sing. To make it short, the actual speed of your vehicles during long journeys will depend on your ability to sing sea shanties, and you will find fully printed, sea shanties lyric in the book, so you don't have an excuse.
This is an actually fun favorite mechanics of the old Broken Compass, the ability to empower your ship travel thanks to sea shanty.
It's a way to show coordination between your
Yes.
adventurers, and
Teamwork.
also lack of self-judgment, which is important as a pirate.
I felt animation.
Give us
We
an
won't give
example
you
of two.
a-
We have videos. We have plenty.
Yes, we tried singing a sea shanties in the chat, but since it's impossible to be 100% coordinated, it was
It was
not
one of the
good.
greatest moments of
Let's
Two Little
say
Mice.
it's not good.
I hope it's still on YouTube. It was great.
We had them. We had an actual play where Simone and other 3 players were playing Jolly Roger, and they had the sea shanties, and they were all. Simone is actually a very good singer, and they were all singers. I believe, or at least 3 out of 4 were actually very good singers, but there was a lot of lag, so they couldn't hear each other, and the video is. It's terrible.
It's an experience, let's say.
No, it sounded like canone, but I don't know how it's called in English. When you sing and
Yes.
yeah.
but not in a good way, not by any means.
Canon.
It's called canon. Thank you. It's true. It's absolutely true.
So, and in Jolly Roger, you will also find a campaign which is called The Curse of El Dorado, and it perfectly embodies the fact that we are still playing Outgunned Adventure, so there's still a treasure, there's still a curse. It's well, I don't want to make any spoiler about The Curse of El Dorado, but it's a campaign that it has evil navy officers, good pirates, evil pirates.
A place where pirates
Getting
play
drunk,
and-
gambling
Yes,
your way through information. There's some
a villain
duels.
with a ship way bigger and meaner than yours, as the tradition dictates.
So yeah, that there's plenty of things to see and to do in the Curse of El Dorado. But of all the 3 campaign, my favorite still remains the Serpent Throne from Golden Age. I have to say, I'm biased, but
Mine too.
we played it so many times. Thanks, Alberto. Alberto is from the chat is one of the first backer of the original Broken Compass, where we had actual heads as extremely expensive rewards for the crowdfunding campaigns, and a lucky few. I don't have one actually, because me and Simone we gifted ours, but it's always cool to see that people are still around rocking these leather hats. So 15 minutes to go. Probably Marcus actually got, I don't know if Marcus knows, but Marcus got Simone's top hat. It was supposed to be Simone's, but we had an amazing actual play, live play with Marcus and Grelo. I don't know if Grelo is in the chat, and we decided to give our hats to them to you know, reward them to being on us. Like, they didn't know us, they have no idea who we were. We just met during a live like this, and they jumped and played with us, so it was intense and insane.
15 minutes to the start of the campaign.
Maybe it's time to talk about stretch goals.
I think so.
I think it's time. I think it will, as always, start automatically. So we will be cast aside exactly in 15 minutes. So let's show what we have in store as the first stretch goals. Okay, they love stretch goals in the chat.
Stretch goals, it's always.
Who
So,
doesn't?
at 10K, we've got our usual funding goals. We in 10,000 euros. The project will be funded, and we will actually do it. So, as always, our usual goal that has served us well across the year. So, don't
It's
fix
easy
what
to
ain't
get
broken. And then, right after, I had to say our record was 59 seconds, I believe, 55 seconds. It's less than a minute.
Twilight Sword or Superheroes? Even Superheroes also
I think
was
Superheroes
very-
was faster than Twilight
It's a
Sword.
little
Was our
bit
biggest
faster.
campaign and our biggest first day ever, but still I believe that Superheroes was faster.
Yes.
There's already a typo, thanks Marcus, but you know, it's good to have typos in the campaign. It also served us well across the years.
It means less in the manual, I think.
First stretch goal, 25K, is an addition to the legacy deck, which is extraordinary creatures added to the deck. So basically, every extraordinary creature, there'll be 6 of them.
Six
I
of
believe
them.
six.
Or
They are there's 6 macro categories, like dinosaur, robot. There is a flying dinosaur, like
the giant gorilla, the giant sea creatures, the sea
there is
creature, and
the anaconda, probably, or
the giant snake, and I don't remember the 6th one. Sorry, guys.
And they will all have their custom art, and we will put them in the legacy deck. They will probably take more than one card, like
the supernatural enemies from the Outgunned Adventure deck. What's the name?
like
Hey,
for example,
find out.
supernatural enemies. They have
And
3 cards each, and all the information you need, including minions, because supernatural enemies, of course, they have minions. So this is going to be our first addition, extraordinary creatures cards added to the Legacy deck. So it's going to be, I believe, probably 20 cards added to the deck, something like that.
Yes, more or less will be something like 20-ish cards, maybe 18, I don't know.
Is there any question from the chat, Simone, that we before moving forward?
No, don't question, but Rachel compliments the magnificent and the scale of the covers of the three. We love them as well with the little man in comparison to the rest of the world, the adventure that awaits. Very cool.
Should I move forward? And
Yes. 10 minutes.
the second stretch goal that you will find right away on the campaign is at 50k. This is going to be my favorite and one I'm going to play for ages to come. The Duelist. A new role that will be added to Jolly Roger. We'll try to make stretch goals for every campaign, so for every book. So you will find them. This first one are for Voyage Extraordinaire and of course Jolly Roger. The Duelist is the perfect role for either your Navy officer character or your son of the blacksmith sort of character.
Yeah.
Someone who is very good with a sword.
Lou, I didn't see your message and I don't understand the question. If you can explain to me, maybe I can answer. By Rico for you. Definitely, yes. That's when you see the word. Yes,
Not persona stretch goal for Rick.
absolutely.
Santiago in household is at the personam card for Rico's
Not personam class,
Yes.
the whole profession.
I think we spent like a month of extra designing in household because we had to add Duelist, which were a class on its own. and it shows. They are very,
Now
very
we can
well
have
loved.
Duelists in Jolly Roger.
In Outgunned.
We already have a new role in Jolly Roger, which is the pirate, of course. But I thought that we were lacking a little bit of Navy representation. I know that Navy guys are usually the bad guys in Pirate Story, but there are also some cool example of cool characters from the other side, of piracy.
I think that the first good examples
Was proposing, yeah.
are from One Piece, basically.
Yeah, One Piece, but also Norrington from
Yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean. He's a good
He's
guy.
a great
come on,
character.
he's a great guy.
Yeah.
The Duelist in Cloak and Dagger, there is the Swashbuckler, which is which is a more it's based on charisma. This one will be based on brawn, so it's going to be a lot more physical. The Swashbuckler from Action Flick 1 was very
More flamboyant, let's say.
was more charismatic. It was more kind of a romantic kind of character. This time we are really focusing on. They will also have some feats based on sword play and dueling stuff. To add the original PDF well, we will not add the original, Broken Compass PDF because you will not be able to use them because they are not compatible. We are
Yes.
rewriting them. Currently, the Broken Compass files are not available anymore. But if you don't own Broken Compass, they are not that great. It was our first game. The layout is lacking a lot. They are dirty. They are not as precise as we would.
Yes, they are
love.
not as refined
Yes.
as our latest work.
But
Full of
everything
art,
that was
sure.
there will be in this book. Like we are
All the
not
content
missing.
will be here.
Yes. And so it's also worth mentioning. We have 5 minutes. We have said that in several live stream, but I believe this is the best stage to remind this. If you currently have Broken Compass, Jolly Roger, Broken Compass Golden Age, or Broken Compass Voyage Extraordinaire in your drive-through RPG library, when the books are ready, you will receive the Outgunned versions for free. We have said that when we reacquired the rights, and we confirm it. So if you have it, not if you backed any campaign, if you have the physical books, because we cannot check anymore, but automatically your Broken Compass files on drive-through will be updated. You will not lose your Broken Compass files. We will add them,
We will add
the
physically
Outgunned
the-
version. So if you own the PDF version of any of these 3 Broken Compass books on drive-through, you will also receive on the same drive-through page the Outgunned conversion. So you can still be part of the family of the Outgunned family. You know, you still keep all your books. Well, was it possible for you to? Is it possible for us to provide the original Broken Compass books as PDF? We just really don't want to, because we are not.
We are moving forward.
Yes, we are not super happy with how they look right now, and we got a chance to redo them, so we'll send the updated version. But
Someone
really,
already-
I don't think there will be something that it's missing from those books. We are only expanding it and fixing, you know, some of the language and stuff.
And guys, do it for me. If you have 7 friends, let the followers arrive at 4,000 in the
impossible.
next 4 minutes.
It's
just
impossible.
painful.
We have to accept. Such is our nature.
3,993.
Just don't look at it.
Just to mess with my
Just
head.
pretend it's done.
So we are 200. There's 255 people on Backerkit, almost 100 here on YouTube. Jokes aside, thank you guys. There was really a lot of you following us, which is always great. Thanks to Daniela for joining us for this live stream. The campaign will go live in 3 minutes.
Yes.
We will be live probably this evening
Tomorrow.
or tomorrow. I don't know, probably tomorrow. Something you
I
want
agree.
to
It's
ask?
symmetrical. 3,993. At least it's for me.
I don't know. Play the Serpent Run. It's a great campaign. I love it.
It's the best campaign. A little more than 3 minutes to go. It's always a little bit tense, as you can
Yes.
probably feel.
2 minutes and 20 seconds to go right now. I know you have a little bit of lag from when I speak, but it should be close.
Also, some of you asked about these boxes, the stretch goal boxes from the previous campaign. These will be available in the highest pledge level and also as add-on. The list is incredibly long, the amount of stuff that it's in all year, so it doesn't. We have tried to cover everything, but that's more in the box that we can explain. But in the video section of the campaign, we uploaded a video of someone who was kind enough to do an unboxing of this one, of the Outgunned box, which is currently available in the Fortune Seeker pledge level and in the Ultimate Hero. So
And
if
as-
you want to take a look of the content of this box, you can take a look at the video in the video section of the campaign.
1 minute, 20 seconds.
But what's important
remaining.
is that there is a little red plane that you can put on your map.
Thank you.
So that's the most important thing of the whole box. 1 minute. A lot of comments going on. 1 minute to go. Guys, in less than 60 seconds, we will close the live stream, leave you with our video, and the campaign will go automatically live. And you can find us on Discord following the campaign in live time. And the Discord, the link to the Discord server is with the videos at the end of the campaign. I said everything?
No, 3994 followers. Why? Thank you.
I think it's time to go, guys.
5 seconds remaining. Thank you again. More than 300 more of you right now for the launch of this Outgunned Adventure Broken Compass Legacy campaign.
We gotta go.
For us, it's really closing a circle. We gotta go. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Adventure is back. Golden Age. Grab your whip and get ready to punch Nazis in the most iconic 30s. Unveil ancient mysteries and break evil curses to save the world from supernatural threats. Jolly Roger. Hoist the black flag and set sail to the Caribbean to become a true pirate. Conquer your freedom one cannon blast at a time and face your rivals in epic duels. Voyage extraordinaire. Set off on a journey as in the timeless novels by Jules Verne. Travel to distant lands. Meet the last dinosaurs. Or take a stroll on the moon. The sky is not the limit. Outgunned. Adventure awaits.